poems all over the place because he's just that good of a poet, man alone.
You have no idea what it cost me to get Frank to say that. Damn. Thank you all for sticking around and thinking that all of the evening's readers are worth listening to. I really appreciate that. Not for myself, but for everybody else who's going to get up here after the features are done. I'm doing the, not obligatory, but a lot of people expect it of you once you become a poet, the National Poetry Month 30 Poems in 30 Days thing. And as some of you know, I do this as a charity fundraiser for St. Baldrick's for fighting children's cancer. It eventually becomes a chapbook, and all the proceeds from that go directly to the organization. And each year that I do this, somehow there seems to be a theme, totally unintentional. I don't plan anything out in advance. This year, the unifying factor, if anything, is that just about all the poems, the first 16 days at least, have been ekphrastic to some degree or another. All of them springing from various pieces of work. The first one comes from an anonymous Facebook video of nuns dancing flamenco with tourists on the other side of the big barred gate, clapping them on. Music from the Villages of Flanders. The sisters dance flamenco in the evening, knowing God is watching and approving. The brothers from up the highway come to join them, carrying guitars. There is nothing in their vows of poverty to contradict this, no unfaithfulness or breach of loyalty in their enjoyment. And seeing them, I smile for the first time after so many years with no reason to. I spent some of that time on the coast, unable to see or hear the ocean in a place whose name attests to its existence. And before that, in a black hole of a cell hidden in another country for debriefings. I couldn't be sure of my own reality. My rendition was a rendering, and my brain, the piece of fat, sat sizzling in flames whose definition has no words you would know. This, too, is what we do in holy earshot of our one Creator, in response to vows we've made to far lesser abstractions. And our Creator must have heard my cries. They sounded louder than the breakings. I will not join the brothers on guitar, and I will not join the nuns and dance flamenco. There are 29 bones to break in a hand. There are 26 more in each foot. And a more cheerful note, I've been wanting for, at least the last 10 years to write a series of poems based on the fantasy artwork of Michael Parks. And I did a few of those this month, probably all that I'm going to do. I've got a lot of other stuff that has sprung from the first 2 weeks of poems to make me want to write something else. This one is based on Parks' sketch etching called Gold. Her freckled skin burns suddenly, so Mariposa keeps it pale as mist across a morning harbor in the fall. Still, Lobby thinks of her as golden, entranced as tresses curl sun-bright above her gentle smile and shoulders. There are treasures in the everyday, the path to them marked by mundanes, shopping for food, tea in the kitchen, folding the still warm laundry, cleaning, or by a half moon in a late night sky, afloat in a blizzard of shooting stars. This butterfly could be any woman, lying on her belly on some beach, ankles crossed and kicking the breeze, propped on her elbows, back arched, stroking his heart by touching his chin. But no, she is she, unique and his. Thank you.
Thank you, Len.
My pleasure.
Our next writer not only did